Prince Harry has begun suing the Daily Mail's publisher for libel. It is not known which title in the Daily Mail and General Trust (DMGT) group, which includes the Metro, Mail Online and Mail on Sunday, the Duke of Sussex's reported action relates to. But it has been claimed this evening that he is planning to take the publisher to the High Court. Royal journalist Cameron Walker tweeted, "Prince Harry has launched a High Court libel action against the publisher of the Daily Mail." It is not known which specific title or article the claim relates to. Harry's action follows a successful civil lawsuit his wife Meghan Markle brought against the publisher. Omid Scarbie added, "A spokesperson for the Sussexes confirms that Prince Harry has filed a legal complaint against Associated Newspapers, publisher of the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday and Mail Online." ITV royal correspondent Chris Shipp tweeted, "The Sussexes are back in the High Court with Associated Newspapers, the publishers of the Daily Mail/Mail on Sunday." Prince Harry has launched the libel action, but it's currently unclear which article or story is the subject of his complaint. He added, "Prince Harry's office confirms to ITV News that he has launched libel action against Associated Newspapers Limited. But they decline to explain any further what the Duke of Sussex is suing the newspaper group for." Prince Harry faces coughing up a hefty bill if he loses his High Court battle for security to cover the hit to the public purse. Since Police Met have declined to issue Harry his police protection back, he's proceeding with his threat to sue his grandmother's government. Royal journalist Richard Eden wrote on Twitter that the wayward royal is following through on his intimidating remark. "If there's one thing that this shows, it's that his ignorance and self-importance have become the bane of his existence. Nothing is more important to him than his true family. What's more, Harry is a sue-happy fool and has been since he's been with Meghan. He wouldn't have had the idea if it weren't for her." So, thought number one is that the sue tactic is deployed to show Harry has what he deems as power. News flash: he doesn't have any. The second he threw up his hands and said, "You're all racists, we're leaving and never coming back," he lost everything. His security got stripped because he no longer resides in the UK. You cannot have UK protection if you're living in another country. Also, his IPP status got pulled too, so nowhere he travels will pay for security. If he wants it, he needs to cough up the cash himself. Harry's thirst to threaten to sue everyone, especially the media, puts his narcissistic traits on full display. If he doesn't get what he wants, he throws a wobbly or Meghan loves playing the victim, so what are the odds that it was her idea to sue Her Majesty's government? We aren't sure, but it could have been part of a larger plan. Now, we're not saying she was responsible for it. Moreover, it wouldn't be the first time Harry has taken the blame for something she wanted. And if Harry loses High Court battle, he faces a sizable bill to cover the taxpayer funds that the Home Office has used to fight the case. Harry took full responsibility for their departure. Also, there was that speech about that they weren't ditching the country. However, there is now the story that Meghan will never spend time in England again. However, Neil Sean said in a video that this wasn't true. Whatever the case is, she has some involvement whether people realize it or not. Also, remember when Harry claimed that the term exit was misogynistic and sexist towards his wife? Well, Meghan wasn't offended when it came up on Oprah, not to mention it took Harry a full 2 years to acknowledge it. So was he offended by it not, or did Meghan put him up to it as further their victim's storyline?